want to have hurties with them.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boys. We back here at the Truth Be Told Sports podcast. Once again, the inmates are running the asylum. It's your boy Hollow Point. We're here with White Mike. What's going on, White Mike?
Oh man, enjoying another week at home. Getting to do the
That's all
dad
right,
thing
man.
and play with the baby a
How
little
about
more.
that?
So we good with it.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's nothing like being at home, man. I know you enjoying it. So,
I mean, it's got
especially
it. It's
with
got
you
its
that be on the road a lot. So,
it's got its ups and downs. I mean,
yeah,
it's great.
for
Family
sure.
time's great. The wallet
Yeah.
ain't as nice no more, but
I know, right? I know. I wish those times. That's for sure. That is for sure. And my other homie, Mr. Horace, what's happening, man?
What's up, man? Just chilling with the family. That's what
Yeah,
I'm doing. Chilling with trying to make more time for the girls. You work so much sometimes.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
you got to set that time aside. And I chose this past weekend, and my ass is wore out. I am wore out.
Absolutely.
It's Monday, bro, and I'm like, damn. Like I woke up today like, damn, it's gonna be a long week.
Yeah, man. That
but,
dude,
uh,
I'm
but,
gonna
uh,
tell you,
but
that old age, it creep up on you soon. It's like right before you know it, man. Because I tell you what,
man,
I was the same way. I like because it's baseball season now. My son's into his 15U season, so we're,
okay.
we're we're going out to him, watching him play, and all that stuff, and just you wake up Monday morning, my knee is like a watermelon. So I was like,
Man,
man, getting up was hard, man. I was like, I didn't even do nothing. That felt like I played. So,
yeah.
but it is what it is.
But
Summertime's coming. That the weather's getting a little nicer, and it's according to I guess Phoenix gonna have a lot more time to enjoy that weather because they're headed toward Cancun. So, go, or going fishing as we kind of say. But we'll talk more about that as we get on along in the show. But for right now, I just wanted to, in case you guys wanted to check us out on the socials, we are on all your socials. We are a part of the Elite Sports Network. So shout out to them. And we are also on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, our Truth Be Told Sports Podcast page. We also have a Facebook group. We also are on um, YouTube, Instagram. We're also on X, formerly known as Twitter, and we also have TikTok. And if you're on YouTube, please drop us to subscribe and drop a like and share with your folks. As we are continuing to load up on there, hit us up anytime. We always answer. So we appreciate all of your support, all of our OGs as always. Check out our podcast on anywhere we listen to your podcast. That would be Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you listen to it. We're always there, and let us know what you think. Did I miss anything?
I still don't think we have a website there yet, do we?
No, still none. That's why I tried to mention it. But it's still a work in progress. Hopefully our compadre King Hooley when he comes back will get that back up and running, and that way we can get that shop back up and running. So, but until then, we'll keep pushing on forward. But without further ado, we wanted to bring in. It's time for the White Mike Trivia Show. So, without further ado, sir, we have our hostess with the mostest, Mr. White Mike.
Ah, man,
the crowd
I
goes.
swear you miss it. We miss a weekend in fan size doubles.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
we're gonna give you an all around question,
Uh-oh.
an NBA question, and an NFL question. So we'll start with the NBA here. How many players in NBA history have recorded a quadruple double?
Quadruple double?
Yeah.
Let's see. How many players? I would say 1, 2. Give me, I'll say 3.
I'm gonna say, dang,
I know David Robinson.
Four.
David Robinson, Wilt
So,
Chamberlain.
so we're going with 3, and the Price is Right answer of 4.
Yep.
Price is Right for the win. It is 4.
Of course, I hate you. You present right at me.
So
No, let me count them. David Robinson,
Uh-huh.
Will Chamberlain,
Uh-huh.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Tim Duncan. No.
Nope. So you got the number right, but you only got one of the people right.
David Robinson.
So there's Nate Thurman.
Yep.
Alvin Robertson. David Robinson. And the fourth's a really high-profile player.
Shaq?
Not
Shaq.
That era, though, but no.
High-profile player. Who is it?
Kareem? I mean Hakeem.
Hakeem.
Hakeem. Oh, okay. Damn it. All right. Good job, Howard.
All right. Now we're going to hit our all-around one.
All right.
All right. All right. I had to readjust my little picture here.
Okay.
Name the 4 big sports teams whose nickname starts with the letter M.
Big sports teams whose nickname starts with the letter M.
I'll even do you a more solid. Tell me how many there are. Because unless you want to name them and see if you can get them all right. But I can make it easier for you.
All the big four sports?
Hockey, baseball, basketball, football.
Okay.
Football.
Marlins. Mariners. Oh, that sucks. Man, this sucks.
I'll be pissed if I miss this.
I got 3 baseball.
No. Shoot.
Okay, give me your number guess, each of you, and then give me your teams that you got counted.
All I can think of is 4.
All right. Hollow Point.
Shoot, man, I got 5 right now.
Okay. Now tell me who they are, and I'll tell you where you at. Neither of you are correct. I'll give you that.
I got Maple Leafs, Mariners, Mets, and damn, who the third baseball team? Damn, I just said it.
All right. Well, give me teams that you got.
Me?
Maple Leafs, Mariners, Mets. That's 3.
Maple Leafs, Mariners. Yeah, Maple Leafs, Mariners, Mets, Marlins is what I had.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Marlins.
You are both fired.
Yeah.
Because we are literally fixing to talk about at least one, if not both of them.
Who?
The Magic and Mavericks.
The Magic.
I ain't even think about baseball, bro.
And the Mavericks.
I'm at basketball. I ain't even basketball. Didn't even. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get the NBA yet. I was on hockey. I was like, and the Maple Leafs. That was it.
I was going through the NFL like by the division.
There's not an NFL one.
There's no NFL one.
That's a lot of the trick though, is it because it said all 4.
I took so much time, and I was like, I was breaking down the divisions. I was like, nope. So I was stuck on. I had the baseball one, not the basketball. God dog it. That was a layup. That was a layup too. I know you tried.
All right. So our NFL one.
Okay.
Since 2000, how many number 1 overall draft picks have won a Super Bowl with the team that drafted them? You understand the question?
No. Say it again.
How many number one overall NFL picks have won the Super Bowl with the team that drafted them number one overall?
Okay, I hear you now. Okay. All right. So number one overall. So we're gonna
3.
Peyton.
Oh, four.
One.
Four.
You got four?
Four.
All the points got one.
I got one.
All right. Name them, horse.
Okay, I got Tom
Wait a
Brady.
minute. When was John Elway drafted?
Tom Brady. Oh, hold up.
This is since 2000.
So they had to be drafted before 2000.
No, since 2000. Like 2000 to the 2023
Oh,
draft.
first overall.
First overall.
Oh, never mind.
First overall, buddy.
Oh, that's 2. The Manning brothers.
One.
The Manning brothers.
Manning was never. Eli was.
Neither Manning.
They didn't go 1?
Neither one went 1.
What?
And Peyton was drafted in the 90s.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, 2000. Damn it.
Who the fuck is this?
All right, so you said 1
What
hollow
the
point.
fuck?
Who's your guess?
It was Peyton until you just blew that out of the water. I forgot all about that whole 2000s thing.
Fuck.
All right, so
Who the
by default, you got it right with 1.
I knew it wasn't that many. I'm
But
taking it.
see, here's the y'all all focused on quarterbacks, didn't you?
You said quarterback.
I said first overall draft.
Oh, you son of a
I hate
bitch.
you. God, I hate you.
First
That was
overall
good.
draft pick.
That was good.
I never said position.
That
But
was
the
good.
answer is Eric Fisher of the Kansas City Chiefs, offensive lineman.
Fisher.
Wow. That's a tough one.
This
Because
is
your mind-
this is
your
gonna
mind
have to
automatic-
go down as your best trivia show yet. I gotta tell you,
Because
that was good. That was good.
Your mind automatically goes quarterback. Outside of that,
You never said quarterback. Yeah,
No,
I immediately thought quarterback.
how
as soon as
many-
you said it.
how many non-quarterbacks have went first overall? Really and truly, outside of that, you think defensive ends because Myles Garrett,
Right.
Clowney and
Clowney went. Yeah.
and the other big guy from Mario Williams. You know those guys.
Went in front of Reggie Bush, yeah.
You think of these big defensive guys that have went first overall, but no, Eric Fisher, tackle for the Chiefs.
Eric Fisher.
Our guard tackle. I'm not sure what position he plays. So
How about it?
Tackle.
that's what I thought. But you want a bonus one? I'll give you a bonus one.
Sure.
I forgot to do with an OL.
No,
right.
It's all NFL.
Okay.
How many teams have a name that is an alliteration? Double first letter.
Mm-hmm.
Like the city and the nickname.
Gotcha. I got you. You gotta keep. So.
2. Or 3. No. Wait a minute. Does that count? If it really ain't in the city?
Give me. I'm gonna say 2. Are we talking?
Okay.
MLB?
Nope, just NFL.
Oh, NFL. Okay.
And non-city, like the first part of their name and the nickname are the same letter.
Okay.
I say city because most teams are in a city. But like when you look them up on the standings or whatever, it's gonna say blank blank.
Huh. Give me one. Give me Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I'll give you that. That's one. So now, how many more are there? I'm not even asking you to name them. Just
Jacksonville Jaguars.
2.
That's 2.
And then. Nope.
give up.
I'm about to.
You gonna give me
Seattle Seahawks 3.
Buffalo Bill? No.
Yeah, Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
4. That's 4.
So what's your final number here?
4.
Yeah. Y'all talk that out together. Good teamwork. It's 4.
Yes. Way to work. Teamwork make the dream work.
That's cool.
Y'all heard it here. Thank y'all. I know y'all was out there like, it's the Buffalo Bills, dumbass. Like, thank you.
Listen.
You know
I was waiting for y'all to give me a guess, and then if you never got the Bills, I was gonna be like, think OJ.
No, you wasn't. Hey, say what you want. Say what you want, man. RP, but he was a hell of a running back. That's all I'm saying. That's what I say. Player. Anytime when somebody say he was a hell of a running back, look at his highlights.
But do we want to talk football or off the field? Because football, he was excellent.
Football only. keeping it sports only. Truth is, he was one of the greatest running backs there ever was.
Till he was in a Bronco.
That's why we got you on the show. So we appreciate the show, Mike, and we're gonna get started with the actual show. We're gonna talk about some the NFL draft wrap up, some good moves been made, some teams that are on the come up, or some teams that have made some dumb moves. We're gonna go over a little bit of the draft. Then we're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs and where it's currently standing as of today. I know right now we have the Celtics and the Heat playing. With the Celtics up 2-1, hopefully trying to go up to 3-1. And, of course, we have the Lakers playing tonight, trying to survive. They still down 3-1. They actually broke the curse of the winning streak of Denver to go 3-1, trying to get that second win. But, nobody gives them a chance, rightfully so. And I think there's a third game, too, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the Cleveland game. I gotta check. Let me.
No, the Celtics Heat are playing Thunder Pelicans, and then
Thunder Pelicans. That was the third one. That was Thunder Pelicans. The Thunder are looking to go for the sweep. So they're actually, they just started as well. So a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about where we are in terms of the NBA playoffs, what in terms of legacy and all that stuff, and plenty more stuff. You guys ready to start?
Let's roll.
All right. NFL draft wrap up. All right, we had some highlights and some what the hell moments, some interesting moments as well. What did you got? Like Horace, what do you think some good things happened in the draft? Like what were things that you liked when you watched it?
I like that I don't know if you counted towards the draft, but I like the what the Bears did. They solidified the offense. Not only did they take Caleb Williams, they took Roma Dunze. So they did real good. I think he's an excellent receiver. I think Arizona did a good thing taking Marvin Harrison because little guy needs a weapon. You just can't leave your young quarterbacks out there to dry, man. You got to get them. You got to get them some help, man.
Yeah.
But and all the late picks, like Minnesota, had a great pick at 18, Dallas Turner. The Eagles had a great, in the 20s, drafted the best, arguably anyway, it was debatable, who, one of the best cornerbacks in the draft, in the 20s, the Seattle Seahawks got the best defensive lineman in the draft at number 16. The best defensive lineman in the draft at number 16.
Now, Horace, I'll ask you because you're aware of how it normally goes. Were you surprised by the number of offensive picks there were so early in the draft? Like normally, there's an offensive tackle goes and maybe there's some receivers, but there was a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of receivers, and a lot of offensive tackles that went early in the first round. Like the first. So 12 of the first 12 picks, there were 6 quarterbacks taken.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by that? Like, how did you feel about that?
Yeah, man, I was, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because, these are desperate teams making desperate moves.
Right.
You have Like everybody knows what stats show it. You can't argue it. It's a verifiable fact. Half the quarterbacks that get drafted in the first round, whether it's 2, 6, or 4, are going to be duds. That's just the facts since the beginning of the NFL. And being that you had these teams reaching for 6 years seniors, 6 years. Let me tell you that 6 years seniors, you had teams trading up, overdrafting for old players who won't be ready to play yet. Hey, I know they're drafting for their jobs, but at the same time, it was a little foolishness. Like if you're gonna get an offensive lineman, okay. If you're gonna get a receiver for the cheap, because receivers are coming in the league more prepared than they ever have. They're great right off the rip. So if you can get you one for the low for a couple years, by all means. But wasting that pick on an old quarterback, that was surprising because you're gonna lose your job anyway. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Why, Mike? What do you think?
I think there was just the one reach for the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first 3 teams did pretty much what was expected. They took quarterbacks. They pretty much took who everybody expected them to.
Well, that was chalk. We knew that was going to happen. Like everybody, like the only thing that we didn't know was if New England was going to trade back and like wait later to get one, or were they going to go now and get a quarterback? Because
they probably could have.
Typically, New England doesn't go for the quarterback early. They normally
that was a Belichick era thing.
Yeah,
this is a new
exactly
new era.
Exactly.
So
that lets you know what type of time they was on.
Yeah. So like I said, Atlanta's pick of Penix Jr. is the only one that's really, really crappy. Actually, I like what the Giants did with getting Malik Neighbors.
It was surprisingly a good pick.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, the bad thing is they no longer have Saquon back there to help Danny Dimes throw to him. So it's a 50-50 shot on what kind of season he has.
The one thing that I will say about that whole thing is like they've doubled down on getting behind their quarterback, and like it's either going to make them look really smart or really dumb. Like if Saquon goes to Philly and has like a 1,800 yards total yards and 15 or so touchdowns, and he helps them get to the playoffs and beyond, it's going to make them look kind of silly.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Now Minnesota taking McCarthy at 10.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with that.
I don't hate the pick.
Yeah.
I think they could have waited, but I don't hate the pick.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with McCarthy because I thought, I was happy that they only moved up one spot because remember they had the 11th and the 23rd. They only moved up one spot to get.
They had a couple other picks. I thought they were gonna I think ended up getting rid of or something.
Yeah,
because at one point I looked the Vikings. I was like, yeah, their first round is looking pretty good. But then
they did pretty well. To be honest with you, like I was impressed by their, overall. Like overall, they kind of like toward the end they kind of like punted a little bit. Yeah. But first round, I think they did really well.
I don't like the 12 and 13 picks. I don't like Bo Nix to Denver. We pretty much knew that was going to happen.
Well, it was like Horace said. It smelled desperate. Like it smelled like a desperation pick because
I'm not
all the quarterbacks were being taken, and you got to have.
I'm not hating Bo at 12. I just don't think he's going to fit well with Sean Payton.
You never know, man. No one fits well with Sean Payton because he wants you.
Nix kind of reminds me a little bit of Russell Wilson.
How so?
Nix is able to run a little bit. He's got a little athleticism to him. Now, Russell had more athleticism at this age, but he's a bit of a gunslinger, and he can be a little careless. Russell's not quite careless, but he would hold the ball too long.
Well, I think that what Nix has proven is that he's only good when he has good people around him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so if he ain't got nobody good around him,
bingo,
it's gonna be bad.
So the only reason why I'm giving that, like, he was overdrafted, like 12 for Bo Nix, please. Please, number 12, bro.
Yeah.
Please, bro.
Well, just to let you know how bad it was. From Bo Nix, there was what? The next quarterback drafted was Spencer Rattler in like the 5th round. It was you know what I'm saying? Like that lets you know how dumb of a pick that was. It was just like
and look, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance because I grew up a Saints fan. I've watched Sean and his offense for years. Broke it down, watched it. And one thing that Drew Brees was that Russell Westbrook has never been is an on-time quarterback. When things are clicking, 1, 2, 3, balls out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left, right,
Wilson, you mean?
Russell, he want to sit back there and pat the ball and roll out. And Sean Payton hates that. Yeah. Bo, if he stays on schedule, he can't be an effective passer. Now, if I had to put money on it, I would just say I don't know. No.
I don't think this fits very well.
But who does he have to throw to? A small chance. They got did Sutton come back because they got rid of Judy, and they don't have many options in terms of flexibility.
I don't like 26-year-old quarterbacks, rookies.
And then I don't like I don't like Brock Bowers to Las Vegas. I think Vegas just reached for the best available player there.
I mean, why? I mean, he's a beast, dude. What are you talking about? Like I'm not mad at that pick. I'm only mad at it because they don't have a quarterback.
I'm not mad at the pick. I just said I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm with you, bro.
They don't have somebody to throw it to him. That's the problem. Like, he's a monster.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's looking for the next Kelsey and Gronk. And Bowers has potential to be it.
I mean, he's a good dude, but if you just put it on him, he's bigger than everybody. So it's like.
But they already had a pretty good tight end. I mean, he's not Brock Bowers, but they had
He's solid. They got another one.
Nowadays, people are going 2 tight end sets now.
Mike, they got 2 tight ends that's good. They already had 2 good tight ends.
Who is the other one?
They finna run. I can't think of his name, but
they had the Michael Mayhem something got.
It may be Mayer. It was after Waller. I know they traded Waller to the Giants. Yeah, but they had another guy in there. But yeah, they just can probably go too tight. And you got Adams on the outside. That's good. They have good skill players. They just
maybe they could just pound the ball with Josh Jacobs. Oh yeah, I forgot.
He went to Green Bay.
Damn it.
He traded the nightlife for the frozen life.
So yeah. But yeah, it's just like stuff like that, man. Just with the draft. That's the most intriguing part of the draft is there is so many moving pieces involved. And not only for this year, but people are trading like Carolina, for instance, because I follow Carolina because it's my squad. They did so much moving and shaking that they set up for picks next year. They got like a second. They gained a second round pick that they lost last year. Got that back for next year, and they're in line, to keep the party going.
Then we can go to the second round too. I mean, there's
well, like you said, the first round is for the frills and for the TV. The second round is where you win. Second, third, fourth is that area. That's where the money's made because
I mean, I think the Chargers reached a bit when they took McConkey.
Yeah,
that's a huge reach in my opinion.
I can agree with that.
Now the Eagles again stole another high-profile cornerback.
Yep.
And then after that,
it was larceny. That was
the Saints took Kool-Aid McKinstry with the next pick.
Why don't you think the Packers got him? Why didn't the Packers? I thought for sure the Packers were going to scoop him up, but I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, whoever was holding the draft board for the Eagles,
we need to be on it, man. We need. But as I'm saying, like for every GM or whoever war room that was like. When they pick somebody like, yeah, that's what I would do. That's awesome. Great pick. There's about 10 of them that's like, I ain't done something stupid in a while. Let me pick another quarterback. But you just picked one. Yeah, I'm going to pick a second one. You know what I mean? Like it's just so many of them that make dumb decisions. Like if you have 10 offensive tackles, why you You might want to go on defense now that you got enough. Just fill out your roster. Make sure you fill the needs in. It's real easy. ESPN does a good job of like have these bubbles filled in, like what you need, and then if you filled it, it's green. That means you go to the other ones that aren't green and fill those in. Like I can do that from home. Like,
bro, you know what one of these teams should have did? I don't know if y'all got a chance to kind of because they had their draft on like probably 4 or 5 different channels.
Yeah,
but Nick Saban breakdowns of the
he did a great job. I want to give him credit for that
because he recruited damn near all of them, bro.
He did, yeah.
He recruited them. He was like out of high school. He got a long frame, but he got to learn how to turn speed to power.
Right.
He even criticized a few picks. He was like, I don't know. He kind of he's a good player, but 20. I don't know.
I tell you what, it was a breath. You remember back in the day when Manziel was coming up, and like they had your boy on there on the broadcast, Gruden, and he was like, Manziel's the pick. You couldn't. Every pick was like, man, I'd go Manziel right here. Like every pick came up. This looks like Manziel's coming. Like I like Manziel.
About with that crackhead, but the Browns,
bruh.
But
it was so funny because it was funny because when listening to Saban this year was like a breath of fresh air because he brought the knowledge, he brought the why, the who, what, when, why, and who why they should or shouldn't be there for that pick. So I was like, okay, then I see you, Nick.
He even admitted to a little tampering.
Right. Right. He ain't got nothing else to do, man. He's good.
I caught it immediately, bro. He was like, yeah. When he was in the portal, I was like, what?
Hey, Nick, calm down, Nick. Calm down. Mayday.
Nick said. So, what about the perplexing picks?
Yeah.
What you think about those?
I honestly don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. Like, a lot of times, like when I saw it, I'm just like,
who you talking about? Phoenix?
I when I saw it, like my family's all Georgia fans. They're all Falcons fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they all feel, some of them feel what I feel, some of them don't. And I said, look, man, I love that y'all are a dumpster fire right now. Like, there's nothing to bring me more joy. But I like, y'all don't even put logic into y'all picks no more. Like, you saw this dude, he's already old in terms of like, you're going to have him on the bit. Like, if he's not starting right away, why draft him? And if you already just signed a dude for $100 million, why even think about having this dude? Like, have Ritter your backup, call it a daggone day, get you a defensive end, get you a pass rusher, because you was like 20, you were bottom half in sacks, this year, or you didn't get any pressure on the quarterback whatsoever when you needed it. So why not, I don't know, invest in one of those? There was so many things.
They could have built their team.
They could have done anything. They could have went back. Man, they could have got extra draft picks. They could have done a number of things, and they just like, you know what? You know what's better than one quarterback? 2 quarterbacks. and the worst part was like, you could tell it was like they was seeking Penix, because in that 8th spot, you couldn't tell me no draft guy, no expert analyst, none of that could tell me that Penix is at 8th in the 8th spot.
No way.
Not a chance.
And I like Penix.
I like him too. I like him too, but ain't no way. Good. We thought McCarthy was overdrafted. Like, Penix should have been in the 2nd, 3rd round. So that was my opinion, man. They a dumpster fire, and they're gonna get what's coming to them. I mean, they've already created angst and unrest within the organization. So good job.
Arthur Blank is 83 years old, bro.
Right.
And at this point, the Falcons just need to move to the NFC East. They'd fit in a lot better.
He's
Stay in the South. Stay. We like to watch the world burn down here, man. Don't worry, they'll have another chance at the 8th spot next year.
Nah, they'd probably be higher up.
They might be higher. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And one pick that I know people gonna disagree with me, but I'm a little confused by what the Giants did. I'm a little confused. I kind of understand it in a way because to me, like we said, the first three was chalk. First three was chalk. Everybody knew that was gonna go, and I really don't have no
first four, honestly.
Yeah, first four. Like I really don't have no problem with the first four and how that went. You know, that's for me. I probably would have picked. You know, I don't know. I just leave it the way it is. The four was good, but the Giants, man. Look, I get it. Neighbors is a great receiver, arguably the best receiver in the draft. But receiver is the most dependent position in football. You cannot throw the ball to yourself. Nobody gives a damn how well you block.
That just shows you how much they believe in Jones.
And look, I get it. The only thing I will say this: they probably were scared they was going to draft another Jones, so they was like, we might as well keep the one. we already got an experiment.
Yeah, that part. Been there, done that. So we're going to go ahead and not do that.
No more developmental players.
The only thing that would have made the Giants draft any more better is if they'd have drafted Drake May to take Daniel Jones' spot. Just because you'd have drafted a North Carolina guy to take a Duke's guy's spot. No, I'm not taking a dig here, but you literally would have your last two quarterbacks you drafted would have been from basketball schools.
True story. Gonna get somebody fired, man.
I mean, easily.
Drake May gonna get somebody fired, man. The thing I do like about Drake May, unlike the rest of the other damn quarterbacks, he's actually of age. He ain't no damn COVID baby. You know what I'm saying? He ain't.
Caleb's of age too.
Old. Huh?
Caleb's of age too, ain't he? Yeah.
Caleb too. Yeah, Caleb too. Yeah, Caleb 20.
I like May's size. That's the thing I like for him. I like his size.
He has a prototypical quarterback size that you
right. Like I don't know about everything else in terms of like his intangibles and things like that, but I know when I saw him, he pops on the screen. So I like that part of it.
I mean, Mac Brown. I mean, I think he's still North Carolina's coach, isn't he? Mac Brown.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Mac's usually pretty good with quarterbacks. I mean, he may have missed a little bit with Trubisky. Well, he made Trubisky a good quarterback at North Carolina.
Yeah, I like what I saw. I just don't. I don't know what he's going to mean because you got to think about it. When he's going to New England, it's a brand new regime. You know, you don't know what to expect from them, and like everybody on the roster is young, like either young or not a whole lot of experience.
And you know, I think that's a better fit for him, though.
Maybe, like I said, I don't know. Like it's so many unknowns with New England because they needed so much from like it was like, what are their needs in draft? A whole team, just like a whole
coaching staff.
They need everything. Just
fire all the damn
from the rooter to the tutor. Everybody got to go. You know, so I didn't mind, and just to get back to yours, I didn't mind the Neighbors pick because, like you said, he is a fantastic receiver when it comes down to attributes and when you see him, his highlights and all that stuff. And I think what they're doing as an organization is putting their faith into what they spent their money on. Not necessarily they believe in Jones, but they're like, look, we picked you, you better make us look smart, kind of thing. And I think this is his year. If you don't prove it this year, they're gonna cut him like a win.
The ball is excellent though. The ball is excellent. The head coach. Head coach. He's an offensive genius. He's a great offensive lineman.
Man, get out of here.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm saying he got Daniel Jones. He got Daniel Jones. What you want him to do? Did you see what he did with Tua Tagovailoa? Did you see what he did with Daniel Jones? Like for a little bit at one point for like a tad bit. And he had Josh Allen, his best ever season. His best ever season was under Brian DeBall. You know, so hey,
we're gonna see, man. Well, and so last question I have about the draft, and then we'll move on. For your team, what draft grade would you give to your team for this draft, and why? Or start with you. You got Saints fan, right?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna give them. I give them a B.
Do a
Super
B?
B. They got what shit. I give them a B plus, man. They got two. The first two draft picks are day one starters.
Okay.
Like day one starters. Like absolutely. Like tackles and coming out of college, especially out of the pack. Even though they play good ball on the West Coast this year, they play real good ball on the West Coast this year. But you got to be a little scary about that. But Kool-Aid is absolutely
Game changer, right?
Get day one starter. Like he was man. That's a steal. Kool-Aid in the middle of the second round. That's a steal. That's a solid ass draft. Like I definitely give them a B. Then they drafted a couple lower level defensive players, a couple DNs that the Lord knows how that's gonna turn out. But the first two rock solid for sure.
Okay. Mike, how about you?
Man, I can't say what I want to say. This is a family program. But I give my team a D, maybe a D plus.
D plus.
D plus.
Just
so we're square, we're talking about the Titans or the Chargers? I can't.
Chargers.
Okay, Chargers. Okay, good. Okay, the Chargers D plus. Why D plus?
I'm not hating on the alt pick.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we need some offensive, But there was a lot more receivers in that draft than you reaching for. Reaching for the damn white boy out of Georgia.
I don't know. Harbaugh ain't really into the prime right receivers. I don't know. They never been in his deal.
Yeah, well,
we'll see.
The second pick of the second round. Come on.
He couldn't.
Like, if you want to draft him, that's fine. You looking for the next Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, or whatever?
Yeah.
They were a late round draft pick. Well,
right.
Julian was. I don't think Amendola was higher. Wes was down there too. Like,
if you're looking for that third round.
Yeah, drop down past second round. He wasn't going nowhere. I can almost promise you he was not going nowhere.
Right, and if he was, so what?
Yeah, you didn't lose a whole lot.
I agree with you. So D, huh?
That's D, crazy. Maybe a D plus. Like
I'm gonna give Carolina.
Some of that goes on to also with their pre-draft antics of pretty much just letting the whole damn team walk.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then not doing anything to replace it, really.
Yeah. So as an organization, I get you.
Oh yeah, not just.
I would give Carolina I would say B minus, just because they got finessed by Chicago last year, so we're still recovering from that whole situation. But they did, like I said, they get the wide receiver from South Carolina. We got Jonathan Brooks from Texas, which I think is going to be a big pick, running back.
I like that.
I like that pick a lot. And they did on the back end. They did some good work. They got offensive tackle.
Xavier.
Huh?
Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, him. Yeah, we got him 30. Got him 30 seconds. We snuck in the first round.
Right here, he talk like that.
Right.
I take that football down right now.
Yeah, we got Mumbles McGee up in there. South Carolina's finest. But yeah, so we got some linemen. We got defensive linemen. And I think one more pass catcher too. I forgot his name, but I think overall I give him like a B minus. We feel some needs. Hopefully, coach can put it together. We can have a better season. Give my boy Bryce a little bit more time. And yes, I said my boy Bryce.
Really I like it. Support it. I mean, y'all got a cornerback and
it felt good.
No, it didn't feel good at all.
It felt good.
But all right. Well, like I said, overall, I love the draft, man. But sometimes I don't like it because you get some dumb people that make some dumb decisions. But it's entertainment, so it's good for us. It's good to give us shit to talk about. So moving on, NBA playoffs, man, and we getting in it now. I mean, it's first round. What's up?
I did forget to give one shout out to a wide receiver that the Chargers drafted. He was a 7th round pick, and he's probably not going to amount to much. But Brendan Rice, y'all might know his daddy.
Jerry Rice's dad. Jerry Rice's son.
Yeah, he was drafted to the NFL.
He won't make it to the final roster. That's for sure.
Nah.
They
never
do.
Yeah.
They never do.
Daddy might buy him on a team. I don't know.
Nah, he ain't got not 7th round. not 7th round, bro. Ain't no way. No way. All right, NBA playoffs. In the thick of it now. It's everybody's at least done with their 4 games. Especially if you're Phoenix, you're definitely done with your 4 games. So thank you. And
did Phoenix even play those 4 games?
They did. I saw it firsthand, and they got dominated.
So they showed up. They just did.
They were there. Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't even say. Not only did not show up, like Booker had like 45 and KD had like 30. It wasn't like they didn't play well. They just got dominated. They got beat on the boards. They got beat. Like Minnesota was getting 2nd, 3rd, 4th chances at a basket every time you look. And so, to those who don't know what I'm talking about, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the 3 seed, swept the Phoenix Suns, who were the 6 seed, 4 games to nothing last night, in a dominating fashion almost. It was they were real physical with them. They got them off they beat them on the boards. They defended all over the place. Their length was proved to be too much for them. Every time you looked, they had their hand in the lane, hand on the ball, swiping. You know, they were physical. They were muscle. You know, it proved to be a lot.
I mean, outside of the state of Arizona, who didn't see this coming?
I didn't see a sweep coming.
No, I think we both. I think everybody pretty much said 5 or 6. I mean, we thought Phoenix would, but we all knew they were going to lose.
Yeah. I thought the Wolves were going to win. I just didn't think they were going to just wash them. So, Horace, what do you think of that series?
I just want to say that the young Bulls have arrived.
Yeah.
They are here now.
They say we got now, right? Like
we got now. Phoenix, get out of here, y'all old.
It's like old Yeller. I think that's the story of this whole playoffs, man. Just all the old regime getting put down. You know, first it was Curry and the Warriors.
Have you ever seen an NBA team with so many great players be so flawed? Who would have thought you put 3 scores together and you wasn't going to be able to get no rebounds or play no defense?
Everybody.
I don't know who would ever thought that.
Everybody. Everybody thought that.
Like, come on, bro. That's a TikTok team, bro. That's a social media creation. Look. You want fascination, you know. Look at the draw. We got KD, Bill, who ain't did nothing in 3-4 years.
And he's not a winner. No one says that.
We got
he's not
Booker.
A winner.
And what else? What else, bro?
None of them are winners. That's what I'm like.
None of them gonna play no defense.
They don't make winning plays. That's what winners do. Make winning plays. And I think the difference was in that series was the Wolves was making the winning plays. That dude Daniels was shutting KD down for the most part. Like when they needed a bucket, Daniels was there on him. Now, granted, he still got his in the end, but like they was tough buckets. They wasn't easy at all.
Yeah.
And I just watched that whole series. I was intrigued because of that dynamic. I'm like, how is Karl-Anthony Towns? Is he gonna be available? Because he's always getting into foul trouble, or he's always hurt, or he's always something, you know. And then like Rudy Gobert, is he gonna be a force on offense as well as on defense, or you know, is Anthony Edwards gonna have to carry the whole load? And if Karl-Anthony Towns is available and he's on offense, he can stretch the floor, he can penetrate, he does a whole lot of stuff that people don't give him credit for.
Best shooting big man. Yeah,
and so. They're a force if he's available, but him being available. And then Nas Reed, 6th man of the year, man. Then they got Conley to just kind of wrap everything up as a veteran presence and being able to run the offense. They cooking, man. They got a lot of veterans on there. They call old boy Slow Mo. What's his name? Anderson. Kyle Anderson, your boy.
Are they ready for a ring? They're gonna be a tough out.
I think they're ready to see what it looked like. I don't think they're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got
they're going to be like that Celtics team when they lost to LeBron. Them.
I think they got enough to beat Denver if they are to meet Denver, and then enough to possibly it's going to be OKC and Minnesota. One of them going to get there, and then they going to see Boston win it. You know what I mean? Kind of like that.
How does the bracket fall?
So with Minnesota, they're the 3 seed. They're going to play the winner of the Denver Lakers series, which is more likely going to be Denver. So it's going to be Denver, Minnesota, and then OKC would face the winner of the 4-5, which is the Clippers and the Clippers Mavericks. So, that's still Clippers Mavericks still 2-2 right now. OKC is about to send the Pelicans on home, so they're 3-0. So it's gonna be tough. To be honest with you.
But who would have thought that we're looking at a potential OKC Minnesota conference championship?
Not me. To be honest with you, the SGA is playing his butt off, man. SGA, he got them boys. It's not even just him. It's his whole squad. It's people you don't normally see. They don't broadcast. The media don't push them, but they hear. And that's the one thing I love about basketball and just in general. It's like you got to show up. It don't care what the media try to push. It don't care what what engine is behind. You still got to, show up and ball out. So it's just SGA. They got them boys rolling. That coach over there, he got them believing, and they see the writing on the wall. It's just like, hey, if we just hold our end, do what we're supposed to do, we're gonna be what we're supposed to be. So it's just, I like watching them play. I just now started watching Minnesota play like with a straight up watching them. I would check the highlights, like anybody else, and be like, yeah, Minnesota, yeah. But like now that I've been watching them play against Phoenix, if I'm telling you, if Towns can stay out of foul trouble, they'll go to the finals. They having Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns, them two playing active.
Jokic.
That's tough.
Jokic.
I know.
They ain't doing that good. They doing all right.
Bruh. Jokic is one person. And he don't like length too much. Man, they got a lot of length.
He gonna kill him, boy. He gonna kill him.
I don't know. I don't know. They got a lot of length, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like Jokic gonna do his thing.
Not one, two.
So, 3 if you count Reed.
So Jokic is on his way to being an all-time great player. Jokic is shooting up the rocket. He's shooting up the rankings. Y'all sleeping on Jokic, man.
I know I'm not sleeping on him. I'm just saying he's just him.
Back-to-back MVP.
Them boys nice now. They nice. They big down there. But who the NBA players say the most overrated player in the NBA for like the 15th?
That don't mean nothing. They just hate
Rudy Gobert. He's a helper. He plays hard. He's 7 foot. He's tough. He's long.
Listen, man. The only reason people saying that is because he kicked off COVID in the NBA.
He's a COVID starter. That's why they don't like him.
Yeah, and I forgot about that.
He put his hands on all the shit. Yeah, then COVID
asshole.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? What is this COVID stuff?
Right. Right.
The motherfucker was in quarantine later that night.
Quarantine had to shut everything down.
You stupid ass boy.
So
go ahead and learn today. I bet that bitch still sanitizing and washing his hand like a motherfucker.
Right. So I love the fact that this new regime's coming in, and honestly, Denver is still part of that new. Like Denver's still part of that new. They're the defending champs and whatnot. I'm not sure they're gonna. I know they're not. I'm gonna say I know they're not. They're not gonna repeat. I got them in the finals in my initial picks, but after watching Minnesota, I'm like, man, I don't know. Man, I don't know. This second round gonna be spicy. That's what I think. Just at least on the West Coast, man. East is gonna be whatever the East is gonna. It's the Boston Invitational. If you ask me.
Speaking of the East, I'm very, very, very disappointed in the Sixers. The Knicks have repeatedly beat them in the last seconds of in the last couple minutes of the game. They keep taking the game.
They run out of juice, man. They run out of juice. They don't.
They keep taking it, man.
Maxey is learning now how it feels to have the world on his shoulders, and it's heavy.
Because they triple teaming Embiid.
They double, they triple Embiid, and now he got to do everything. And it's like Maxey ain't ready. He'll
ready.
get his. He ain't ready for the spot, the big spot. And he's learning. Heavy is the head that holds the crown, and he's learning. Like I said, when they're dependent on you, it's hard.
I told that Knicks team is
Knicks
scrappy.
is grimy, man. They grind you into oblivion. Like Brunson is the poster boy for their work. I wouldn't even say Brunson. Josh Hart, right? 6'2", 6'3"? like he getting like 20 rebounds a game. Like, you kidding me? Come on, man.
Porzingis has went out real quick in the Celtics Heat game. I mean, they're up by 20, but Porzingis looks to be hurt. Breaking news.
Hurt real bad?
Nah, it says it doesn't look like it's an Achilles injury, but he's...
That's not good still.
Yeah, it says undergo imaging on Tuesday, but early indications are he has not sustained an Achilles injury. So he's probably out for a couple games.
Stay getting hurt, boy, I tell you. But yeah, as far as the East, man, I like the Cleveland-Orlando matchup. It's 2-2 right now. It's just a lot of young. It feels like a YMCA game almost sometimes. Like when you put into the series, man, it's just we got
a good chance for a Celtics Knicks finals over
It's gonna be Celtics. I think Celtics Knicks is destined, man. I think it's destined because the Knicks now it looks like they're gonna play Indiana because the Bucks can't even patch together a team good enough that's gonna sustain. No. Indiana beat them at their best.
What a failure! What another flop! What another.
And look, flop. and I'm gonna say this. I better not hear one word from Giannis. I better not hear one word, like about what we need to do about the team, what we need to do this roster construction, what we need to get better. None of that, because this is the second year in a row. He came up limp at the end where he got hurt and he ain't been there available for his team. And he want to make all this noise. And yeah, it's unfortunate Dame got hurt. It was a real bad. I think it was Achilles. What did he say? Something like ACL or something. It was something bad.
Yeah,
it's his leg for sure.
Yeah, and it's like I just don't want to hear from Giannis. Like, Giannis, go sit over there and be quiet. Like, go get your recoup back. Physical therapy. You come back. Don't say nothing. Just come back and play next year. Because this, as far as I'm concerned, that series is over. It's 3-1 right now. Pacers look solid, but I think so. That means they're going to play the Knicks next. So it's going to be Knicks versus Pacers.
That'll be a fun series.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
that's going to be fun.
Pacers got some players too.
Oh no, they got a squad. Don't get me wrong. I think their problem is they don't play a lot of defense. That's their only problem. It's like they like the pace to go, 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 and like their half court game isn't what they love transition game more than they do the half court game, and like the Knicks is straight half court, set picks, grind you until the shot clock down. Pacers ain't never heard of shot clock. they don't know what a shot clock violation is. They get rid of that thing like it's dynamite in their hands. So they're entertaining to watch. So hopefully that kind of contrasting styles is good for watching, good for TV. As far as I think Boston is going to cakewalk. Whoever wins Orlando, Cleveland it's going to be Boston in 5. I think Boston. If as long as the injury isn't that major for Porzingis, I think Boston's going to easily walk through that and get to the conference finals. So, any chance you think Celtics Knicks good possibility, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike, what do you think? What do you think happens in that series? If that's the series, and I know we'll come back and readdress it again.
Oh,
So
I'm taking my team.
You don't have
Celtics
to stick with nothing.
Celtics in 6.
Celtics in 6. Okay. What
Mm.
about you, Horst? 7-game series?
I like a 7-game series.
Yeah.
I like a 7-game series. I love the Knicks, man. I think the Knicks are like a throwback team. The Knicks are what basketball needs to be, should be. They play hard.
I don't disagree with that.
They play hard. I think they might be a player or two short. So I like Boston in those same type of ways, and they have better players. But I think the grittiness. I think the crowd, that thing's electric, man. That thing got full of stars.
Good thing is though is Game 7 will be in Boston, so
yeah.
If it goes 7,
it's more likely to go 6, but I like a tough fought series though.
Okay. So that I think, like I said, the East. I'll stand by it. I still feel like it's going to be a Boston Invitational. I just don't think that the talent is over there. I think Indiana going to surprise you a couple games, but I don't think they have enough to sustain for a real life championship run. I'll be wrong on that. I like the Knicks, like you said, but I just think the Celtics have gotten too much experience, and I think it's just their time because they've been through it. They know what it feels like, and as long as Tatum doesn't wilt under the pressure, I think he'll be just fine. So, but we'll see. we'll see for sure. But as far as the West, man, like we said, we got Denver, Minnesota, and I'm thinking OKC. I don't know who we got out of the Dallas and Clippers, man. Like, what do you see from that series so far, Mike? Mike, what do you think?
Man, one is good, one is bad. Coin toss on who's which what night.
Yeah. So what's these last 3 gonna look like?
I think the Mavericks pull it out. I really do. But they're not going to keep. They can't keep up with the other 3 teams.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Neither team can. It doesn't matter who wins. They're not going to keep up with the other 3. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Horace? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with him. Dallas doesn't have what they need to make a full run. They just don't. It's too many great big men left. That will give them, problems. They're not great where they need to be. But far as the Clippers and the Mavericks, now that's playoff basketball.
Yeah,
I like that. They play tight games. It's going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
The Clippers almost choked. That's
the only reason they're playing tight games is because the other one's choking in the 4th.
True story.
Man, they almost, boy. It was
28 points, man. How do you blow
31.
31. Sorry, 31.
You made it even worse.
Jesus, man. I turned that off. I was like, I stopped watching it. I didn't say I stopped watching because I kept going back to the highlight or the score to see. I was like, oh, they're going to come back on them. Then I'm like, man, did they go take a nap or something? Like, what happened?
Look, man, I'm going to give him his props. Because I've crushed this man on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok over the years. I'm talking about absolutely destroyed him.
That's because you mad he got pissed off.
James Harden.
Oh.
James Harden.
He showed out. You got to get. I did the same thing.
He closed the first playoff game in his career. He closed that game. He saved the Clippers' ass, man, because if they would have lost that game, bro, that shit would have been bad, bro. It would have been bad. I'm talking about every sports show, podcast. Oh, man, 31 points, and they lost the game. Not even bringing
James Harden's just trying to keep some checks coming for them single moms in LA.
Hey, just dropping them dollars, man. That's what he do. That's what
Can you imagine the money he wasted?
Yes.
He was giving little baby like $200,000, $300,000.
He need to get a statue of Rise Up in Houston, man. He's a legend.
In front of the strip club.
In front of So Horace, who comes out of the Clippers now? You said Dallas?
Oh, I'm going with the Clippers. I'm going with depth. I'm going with depth. I think Kyrie and Luka, he's kind of on and off a little bit, you know, because he kind of sporadic. You know, his style of play kind of affects everybody sometimes, not in a great way. Mm-hmm. And I think the Clippers might be able to pull it. I'm picking the Clippers to pull it off in 7, man.
Man, understand something though. Harden ain't gonna close another one out. Playoff P gonna show up, and Kyrie's injury bug gonna be back around before the series gets to 7.
I can't disagree with none of that. I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that Dallas pulls it out. Luka is inept at playing defense. He cannot do it. He's just not good at it. He doesn't care about it enough. He feels like I can score more than you can score on me, and that's his defense. You know what I mean? So I think they've accepted that fact. I think Kyrie is going to bring them to where they're supposed to be, and I think in the end he's a closer. Kyrie is always has been. And he's going to be the difference in them getting to that next level. So I think I'm going to stick with the Mavericks. I'm going to stick with the Mavericks in 6.
Look, you talking about Kyrie. I've said this, and I've said it before. I've said it on the show. Kyrie doesn't get hurt in Cleveland. They have 2 rings for the Cavs.
Yeah, you're probably right. So, all right. Well, let's see what you got for some honorable mentions, White Mike.
Oh, well, we'll start with spelling.
Nice.
Honorable mentos.
Nice. Honorable mentos.
No, I
start with spelling. That's why I hate you now. We can't make it as a people, man. We're just trying to do it. We're trying to live our life. You're gonna run this thing next time. How about that?
Oh, please don't. I don't even have a computer to run it on, so there you go. But I'm gonna shout out the MLB. I'm gonna give your team a shout out real quick as it popped up. The Orioles beat the Yankees tonight, 2-0.
They did. Suck it, Yankees.
But
I'm sorry.
I'm digging. I really like some of these teams' new City Connect jerseys that they're going with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like the Phillies jerseys, uniforms that they went with. Atlanta's is pretty sweet. So I like how they're bringing this in. And then, I mean, obviously you got some that are but no. But my honorable mentions is like I said, to the MLB, it's getting more and more in full swing, and I like to see what's going on. I'm ready to get in the full swing of baseball. So
yeah. You know, it's usually not until after right at the All-Star game is where it starts getting hot and heavy. So it's
you got NBA playoffs right now, so it's killing the front side of baseball.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's right. You get the playoffs, both NHL and NBA, out of the way, and once NBA and the baseball starts taking the forefront, it'll be much more compelling stuff. Like I do advise you to go check out a game if you can, because ain't nothing like going to a live baseball game. So I've already seen, I think, 2 now, we're headed to. I got 2 more on the docket.
Where are you going these times?
Unfortunately, Boston. Yeah.
But seeing the Green Monster is going to be.
I get to see the Green Monster, so that's good. And then we're looking at possibly Cincinnati, because we haven't been there yet. And then
I drove by that stadium.
Yeah, either Cincinnati or go somewhere like that, because we did Philly already. Maybe even we're probably gonna do New York. Probably both stadiums in New York.
Nobody cares about the shake.
It's a check the block. Anyway, Horace, you got any honorable mentions?
Yeah, man. For the NFL running backs who got drafted, man, only had like 2 go in the second round. But I guarantee you, this is a fact. Whoever wins the Super Bowl, whoever that may be, unless it's Patrick Mahomes because he's different,
right?
They will have a running game.
Absolutely.
They will have a running back, and the running back will play an integral part in winning a Super Bowl. Guaranteed. So shout out to the running backs. Keep plugging away. Keep doing your thing, and make sure you sign a better contract so y'all can get paid next time around.
That's right.
Spoken like a true former running back.
I know, right? That came from the heart somewhere. That brought it from the diaphragm. My honorable mention is for the UFL. A lot of they're not getting a whole bunch of love, but of course the Birmingham Stallions are still the head of the class. I think we're sitting at 5-0 now.
Yeah, if you haven't checked that out, check it out.
Check it out. Fun. It comes on Saturdays and Sundays. It's usually on Fox. Usually doubleheader on Saturday. Usually doubleheader on Sunday afternoons. It's real good football. Check it out. If you're a football lover, you need to check it out. It's a good view of different kind of football. It's football, but it's like a few different rules. Nothing major, but plus they have people mic'd up. You see different vantage points. Some rules are slightly different, but at the end of the day, the game is the same. I would definitely check that out. Also, want to give honorable mention to where was I? I lost my track. Oh yeah, to the NHL. NHL hockey playoffs is also going on at the same time. The NBA. We don't give a lot of love to the NHL. We need to start giving them more love. But they are also in the first round of NHL playoffs. Right now, you got the Lightning and the Panthers. Unfortunately, the Panthers are up 3-1, and they're up 3-1, so they're about to take it home. And then you got the Stars and the Golden Knights of Vegas. Vegas is up on that one, two games to one. So again, that's a first round. So it's set up just like NBA, 16 teams. But yeah, I want to give them an honorable mention too because it's good to watch. I like watching hockey live more so than on TV because it's hard to follow. But at the same time, it's very entertaining stuff. And whoever your team is in hockey, good luck to them. But Vegas is probably going to win.
Yeah.
So, all right. That being said, what do you give me some shout outs, Horace? Who you got?
Man, I don't really have no shout outs this week.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it short.
I got a couple. Obviously, shout out to Hooley. We miss you. Can't wait to have you back.
Absolutely.
And to everyone else in your family. My other one is I'm gonna shout you out, Hollow Point. This is to you. You got your son. You got one starting his 15U baseball. I know you big into that.
Yeah.
And then you got another one getting ready to graduate. So shout out to you for killing the parenting game.
Don't I know it? Don't I know it? I appreciate it, man. Well, that's kind of what my shout outs are kind of leading to. I want to give a shout out to our co-hosts and his family. I know they're going through a tough time now, and I'm glad that they're together, and I'm glad that the love that they have for each other is helping them get through this tough time they're having as a family, and want him to know that the truth be told, sports family, we love them as well, and we feel when he feels. So we can't wait to have him back next week, hopefully, and yeah, and then also shout out to my son, man. He graduates on the 15th. Headed to community college. About to do computer science. What he told me. So we're gonna.
I hope he's better at IT than you are.
Maybe. Maybe whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I bet he can spell mentions.
You don't have to be a good IT to spell. Like, you know what I'm saying? So spelling's not my strong suit. It actually is. It actually is, but typing. That's a whole nother topic. I know how to spell fine. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, and also shout out to our OGs, man. Everybody who's been listening to us from day one. We definitely appreciate you. Thank you for joining us for another week. And we'll keep bringing these to you and keep bringing these to you and keep bringing these to you week after week. From my boy Mike, from my boy Horace, it's your boy Hollow Point. Rest in peace, Kobe. We out. Peace.